Little League would, feel about this down the road. I know there is going to be some type of committee put together to really look into this, and I'm just hoping to add some things for them to think about. I hope that it wouldn't affect our Junior League World Series. I still love going to that. My grandson goes to it, and I think it's just something to think about. One of my main questions tonight is, and I'm trying to go as quick as I can, we all got families to get home to. Does Taylor North Central have the room to grow? Being in that league as many years as I have, living there 10 years, no. I'd like to expand on it real quick. They have 60 parking spots. They have 30 parking spots on Pardee, which is next to the old tanks that used to line Pardee. They have 10 parking spots right next to the curb of their parking lot. That's 100 spots. I live there, eat it, breathe it. I can't ever park in front of my house. The 8 houses that are next to that Little League on Pardee have small driveways. When we pull in, we can only fit 1 car. When you pull another one in on the bottom approach, it hangs over the sidewalk and it stops the kids from being able to ride their bikes. So most of us park blocks away, not 1 day a week, not 2 days a week. Now it's 7 days a week when you count fall ball on Saturdays and Sundays. As a resident, it really irritates me because when people are in front of my house parked with Lincoln Park bumper stickers, Allen Park bumper stickers, Browntown parking stickers, and I'm walking to my car or in my house, I just don't think it's right. I don't think that we want to grow a league in an area that doesn't have facilities to continue to allow that type of growth. Please, I beg of all of you, come to the Taylor North Central Parade this year. Please. It is not an exaggeration. It will give you a good sight of what happens on that street. It is utter chaos. One of my big issues is when the parking is all filled up, they park on the sidewalk next to their parking lot, and these are parents that run perpendicular with Pardee. Now the kids and walkers and people with strollers come off the sidewalk into the parking lot where oncoming traffic's coming at them. Cars are backing in and out. And I know for 30 years, nothing's happened. But this league, over the last 5 years, to some great work by their board, I will admit that. Some great work by their board and their president, Doug. But I think some of the issues are a little clouded. And there's going to be a tragedy one of these days. I just redid the front of my house. I sit on my front porch every day. Like I said, my grandson's been playing there. It's nice to walk to the park. I'm past the days of, taking care of 20, 30 kids and coaching, but I enjoy watching it, and I'm concerned.
I believe Mr. Neer is looking into the situation, aren't we?
Madam Chair, just based on the topic of the last 2 meetings, there's an agreement that Gus had drafted over the weekend, or not over the weekend, over last week, and Mr. Gobeck provided some more recent comments today. We wanted to hopefully get it to this group for approval tonight. We weren't able to get all the changes incorporated, so we'll bring it forward next meeting. But it does address some of that. But overall, in terms of the parking struggle, it wouldn't necessarily address that. Because they are the real estate is the real estate, and I know I've been there and I've seen the parking on the roads on Pardee and the side street behind the outfield, and I would like to think that they're careful. It is a little league that they're going to visit, but I'm not sure how. That's a public road. I'm not sure how we would ever change that, other than just try to maybe through some traffic safety signs or something to that extent we could look at.
Okay, if I could just finish one last thing here.
Okay.
I'll make this real quick. This is basically why I'm here. I'm here on my request as a a taxpayer, citizen, and neighbor of that league, and has been there and worked there. I would really, this hasn't even been discussed yet, I would really like to see Taylor North Central Little League's field become a park again. I would like to see the swings, slides, teeter-totters, monkey bars replaced from the car chase that was put through there. It's not a park anymore, it's a field. Different subject, different time, just things to please consider.
Actually, Madam Chair, if it's okay, I can comment on that. We do intend to bring forward the grant application this year that we apply for annually from Wayne County to accomplish that goal.
Thank you.
I mean, it still requires a lot of approval, but when the accident occurred, we did not have the resources to simply go purchase, and the grant application that we had last year was already in place. So it is our position that we'd like to try to replace that this year through that process.
Thank you for the effort of that. That neighborhood's starving for their park back. Those kids have nowhere to go. We're boxed in by 4 main streets. Few other things just to tie in, to finish up. Please stop Taylor North Central from leaving the Little League organization. I'd like to see discussion maybe down the road for 8 resident-only parking signs in front of those 8 houses. Don't know if it's legal, possible, just throwing it out there is something maybe you guys could discuss. Please look at the boundaries very well and maybe look at creating boundaries that will play better to Taylor South and Taylor Northwest, who have bigger facilities. They both have huge parking facilities, park facilities. Why overload a Little League in a small neighborhood with all this parking when you've got 2 big parks that are only being half used? And being at South for 2 years, I know, half used. Please look at making the boundaries for Taylor's Little Leagues in the Taylor resident area only. I have an issue with it expanding in Mission Avenue and dragging in Dearborn Heights, Dearborn, and Romulus. Again, just something to speak out there. There's nothing more than a slap in the face. Like I said, come home to your house after a long day's work and you have to park a block away and there's a bumper sticker on a car that says Allen Park Baseball or Allen Park Football. So that's an issue. And lastly, not very expensive and could be very, very helpful. Please get some of the gigantic or big parking blocks and line them along the sidewalk. So as these cars are backing up, you know, if I have to pay for it myself, I would do it if it got approved. So that people can walk and ride their bikes down Pardee, down the sidewalk. People aren't parked on the sidewalk. I think the league even painted on the sidewalk, no parking, I'm not sure. Worked for a little bit till it faded. But it's minor and it would be very, very helpful and safe, and you wouldn't have to worry about your kids walking or riding their bikes through there and having to actually go around cars on the sidewalk into the parking lot and then worry about cars backing out or oncoming traffic. So
Thank you.
thank you very much.
Is there anybody else visiting us this evening? Yes, sir, please.
Good evening, Madam Chairwoman and council members. We all drink the same water. That's why I'm here tonight, and I'm glad that Mr. Bach had some comments.
Sir, I didn't catch your name.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not used to doing this. My name is Daniel Sabo, and I live at 25647 Haskell in Taylor. Okay. And I'm glad Mr. Bach came tonight. We all drink the same water, and I won't repeat anything that he said, but what I'm concerned about, and I think a lot of residents are concerned about, is we know we've been hearing that the problem has been caused by turbidity. Well, turbidity means sediment, it can mean dirt, and we've been told what it's not. We've been told there's no bacteria, no E. coli, but I would like to know what the sediment is, and I'm wondering if the testing that Paragon is going to be doing is going to reveal exactly what the sediment is, and I'd like the council to consider the possibility of calling in the EPA assistance, especially given the situation with Flint. So I'm concerned because, now personally, I don't have any smell in our water on Haskell Street. And it tastes, I guess it tastes normal, but when we start hearing about sediment in the water, turbidity, the first thing that I ask myself is, well, what is it? And the trouble is we're not getting any answers from the Great Lakes Water Authority. We haven't been told what is the sediment, and I think that we should find out what it is. And if it's just something like organic material, like dirt, is harmless, then fine, so be it. But I'd like to see some hard data indicating what that sediment is, because we have been drinking bottled water since Friday, just as a precaution. And there are a few state lawmakers recommending that people stay on bottled water until we get some answers. So that's why I'm here, just to put that in front of the council to see if there are any plans or intentions to